do you think you're getting value for money here in Torrevieja now? Once upon a time, people would be watching Place in the Sun and programmes like that in the UK, and they would be buying up property in apartments for 50, 60,000 euros. Gone are those days. It's Saturday afternoon and I'm just having a wander about, and it wouldn't be a Torrevieja video if we didn't get the fountain in and the church. So it is siesta time, so a lot of the shops are closed at this time. A lot of the bars and that are still closed for their vacations. But what we'll do is we'll take a walk down and have a look around the town just to see what is going on today. So I did park over at the International Marina, and the first thing that I did notice when I parked over there is the apartments around there are getting some work done to them, to the outside. That seems to be happening a lot around the Torrevieja city, and there seems to be a lot of apartment blocks getting tarted up on the outside. Being in Torrevieja at all, you'll know the name of this restaurant, and it was famous for selling its big platters of meat on wooden boards. And it moved location, and it's now, this building has to have some sort of food on it, because it's changed owners around about 5 times in the last 2 years. Now, with that being said, it doesn't have a big outdoor terrace, and then when you're talking about crazy prices, there's an apartment just up here that's 405,000. It was 450,000 pounds. They have taken 50,000 euros off of the price, and they did that a year and a half ago. And I say it's over a good over 2 years that we've been right across from it, and it has not sold. It is not a 450. It's not a 400,000 pound seat, I'm afraid. But then again, there is a property that sold on this building here for over 200,000, and that looks onto the side street. It doesn't even look onto the beach. It's absolutely crazy. And then there's an apartment for sale up there that is not through an estate agent, second floor one. Although with the terrace that it does have, you're not going to get a lot of sun on that terrace. You're not really sunbathed on it. Right, let's take a walk around this way and see how busy Tasca is today. This is the place that's always queued out the door in July and August. Basically they have the outdoor terrace, and the outdoor terrace from there, and it will be queued out through, till about 12 midnight. 12 midnight it'll be out, queued out the door, and the terrace will be full. Take along to El Carnival, and they're usually closed at this time of day. We'll take a walk down and see what their menu is just now. And I never got this. There was a gentleman I just spoke to, an Irish gentleman. I never got your name, sorry, but he's in Torrevieja looking at properties because of our videos. Oh, it is open. 60 euros for 2 persons. €30 a piece. The restaurant's empty, there's 2 people in it. It's a strange one. Anyway, we'll go down and we'll go past Bar Dracar. So if you want a game of pool, it's a cracking place for a game of pool. Get a good pint of Guinness in there. Music, generally from the 80s, early 80s. The Good Burger has reopened. Oh wow. Now that's interesting. The Good Burger was closed for a year. So it looks like someone has taken over the franchise of the Good Burger. I hope they've got a lot of money. Oh dear. And this place is shut down. That's been open for... That's breaking news in Torrevieja. Another one that and I said the other day, that used to be a pizza place and kebab place, and that was getting done up also. We'll take a walk down the front and see what's going on with the sports cafe and keeper bar. We might actually have a walk along to the harbour front just to see what it's like Saturday afternoon. Spot the tourists. This shop's fun. So a quick look at the building site this Saturday afternoon. Obviously not a lot changed since the last video, but just good to let you see it before it gets too windy. So I was going to go into the harbour area and do a video, but it's far too windy. It's unbelievable wind today. One thing that I did notice about the Marina area is the fact that the fishing fleet are back. Breaking news, yeah, the fishing fleet, trying to say that fast with a drink. The fishing fleet are back. The majority of the fishing fleet have been gone for the last year and a half, but they're sitting 2 to 3 deep. It looks like the majority of them came back. So where have they been? Have they been away because of all the noisy works, and maybe because it's not as noisy they can get a sleep during the day? Who knows? It's an interesting one that a lot of the fleet have now came back to Torrevieja. With regards to the building site there's nothing much changed from last week. So you're not going to get much change in it on a week-to-week basis. I think we'll just do an update on the harbour once a month. Got out the wind, I can actually do some recording. There are a lot of people down the front area, as you would expect. Everyone congregates down this area, apart from the locals, because it's a bit more expensive to eat. Anyway, there's a lot of people down the front. It's far too windy to try and record any videos, so I'll have a walk further into town. Just as you come along from Varto, there is a new restaurant with a brand new terrace. Cocktail bar, Rado's restaurant. And it's got a nice motorbike on the outside. So I have no idea what type of food it does. Oh yeah, it's a new restaurant. A bar, it's more a bar more than anything. So there you go. Another new addition to Torrevieja. If you're sitting at the White Church and you've probably had something to drink in this restaurant, because it's a fantastic little restaurant and the tapas is good also. As you walk back down, there is a new bar, El Flamingo. Tapas, Canyan tapas for $1.80. It's always the same about Torrevieja. When something closes, there's always something else that's going to open up. And that's another nice little restaurant here in Torrevieja. Fantastic little sola. Yep. So yeah, that's another interesting one. That's another new bar. It does do mojitos, €5. Tequila Sunrise, Sangria, Vermouth, $2.50. Copa de Vino, $2.50. But the interesting one is the Canyan Tapa for $1.80. Bargain. Wonder if it's good. It's the other bar in Torrevieja that does a Canyan Tapa for $1.50. Is it $1.60? Let's walk up to the White Church and see what's going on up here. There's a few bars around here that keep opening and closing. But I wish them all the best for the season ahead. And as we walk round the side of the church, another devastating one. There's another tapas bar that we used to go to that is now up for sale. The tapas. The food in here was absolutely amazing. And there's the sign they're trying to sell the business as a going concern. And there you go. Another one that is up for sale. Just not making enough money here in Torrevieja. And as you can tell, I mean, it's a Saturday afternoon. I mean, it is January, and it's February now. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I'm not going to edit that, I'm going to keep that in. It is February, and it's quiet. It's a Saturday afternoon. It is siesta time, but a lot of people head down the front. What will it do when all these new restaurants open at the new buildings in Torrevieja? Will that affect a lot of these little bars up the side streets? The biggest problem that Torrevieja does have is the amount of holiday homes down this area. A lot of people don't stay down this area all the time. A lot of people have holiday homes down here and they're sitting empty for the vast majority of the year. And that's just one of the unfortunate things about any place along the coast. I mean, we've seen it in Scotland as well. I can see a new crane, that wasn't there before. So let's go and see if we could find out what building is being built behind there. Panda restaurant is fantastic. If you want some good food, head there. See, you pick up the wrong side of the street. There is new building going on over that side. Anyway, let's take a walk along this way and see. So we're now up in front of the cultural centre in Torrevieja, and this is where a lot of the parades start from here. But I feel as if it's like this is a bad news video. I feel like I'm the prophet of doom today, because here is another pizza restaurant, an Italian, that is up for rent. See Aquila signs everywhere. Trying to sell the business, rent the business out. That's unfortunate. It definitely feels like a bad news, Torrevieja bad news video. That's what I'm going to have to call the video. What is going on in Torrevieja? Yeah, the music, that's for sure. And there we go. Oh, there must be something going on tonight, because they're setting up the sound system. They have got the roads all barriered off. There must be a procession tonight. It is Carnival time in Torrevieja. The speakers, they're going to a different level this year. Definitely going to a different level this year. Got speakers all the way along the seats rather than someone walking along with a little wheelbarrow with a sound system on it. Right, let's walk along the main street. The best seats you'll get tonight is outside Monteditos. Cien Monteditos. You know what I love about Spain though, is they just leave these speakers up all night long. And let's not be kidding, let's not lie. If this was the UK, they'd be gone by now. If this was Scotland, somebody would come along in the back of a van, unhook that, and they'd be gone. If that was Glasgow, there's no chance. Not a chance. If that was Glasgow or Edinburgh, not a chance would those speakers be still there. So fair play to Torrevieja and fair play to the Spanish. Another building that's got a lot of the apartments that are getting done up to be then sold. Wonder who bought that. Right, back along this way. Do have all the carnival lights up. I thought Carnival was last weekend. Well, there must be something else on this weekend. I don't know where the sports bar is in Torrevieja, the Swedish bar. Right across from it is what I think is the best value for money tapas bar here in Torrevieja. It is absolutely, I love the food in there. We used to go in there for lunch quite a lot, and even you'd go in for just if you're just looking for tapas in the evening. It's a fantastic little tapas bar. in Torrevieja. This is how windy it is. Listen to the noise of the boats and the wind going through the masts of the boats. So as I get ready to wind this video up, I've just popped over to the harbour area, and yeah, they're coming on a little bit with the groundworks. They are setting up a bar area here. Can't remember what goes on at this time of year. It's always something new and something different, and they do have the stage area set up also. Before I go, I have to say a special hello to Simon and Mark that I just met. They bought a house from Casa España just last September, I think it was. It was nice to meet you lads, and all the best for the future. So that being said, I'm going to leave you with a nice calming sound of the wind going through the boat masts here in Torrevieja. Hasta luego.